Hi, all you SP-me's out there. Today's question has 3 answers, and the third answer is a secret to how self-publishing can lead to you succeeding both in self-publishing and traditional publishing. So let's get into today's question. The question that was sent in was, what are the self-publishing pros and cons? And this is an outstanding question because when we're first getting started publishing, we don't know where exactly is strategic for us to begin. We're trying to figure out, should we start with self-publishing or should we go with traditional publishing? What are the pros and cons of going the self-publishing route? This is Chris Baird from selfpublishingmadeeasynow.com, where self-publishing doesn't have to be so difficult. Go ahead and click the subscribe bell if you'd like for me to make more videos like this one, and check in the description below for my free self-publishing checklist to help you get started on your self-publishing journey. So let's get into it. When I first started self-publishing, I had to decide, well, obviously was going to go self-publishing or was I going to go to the traditional route? And in my case, I chose the self-publishing route, and that was because it's by far the easiest route, and the path is a lot clearer to what are the different steps you're going to need to take. I didn't know anybody who was traditionally published at the time, and I wasn't completely sure of that process. It seemed a lot more confusing, even though I did understand that to self-publish, it can take a lot more time, and there's a lot more things to figure out. And so that was some of the barriers that I was looking at the time. But that brings us back to the main question. What are the self-publishing pros and cons? And the answer to that is, well, one, the cons are some people look down on authors who decide to self-publish. Because why are they self-publishing? If they were good enough and the quality of the book was good enough, wouldn't it have been accepted and published already? And the problem a little bit with that is that there are many famous authors who were rejected many times, like the Harry Potter series or even Stephen King on his original book, Christine, getting rejected many, many times as it was sent in. And was the quality low on that? Or is it the fact that there are these gatekeepers? But that brings to the next one, which is that the other con would be that it can be viewed as lower quality. And for the most part, that is true. There's less editors involved in the process, and there's really no gatekeepers that would suggest that, hey, we've checked this book and it's a good book or a poor book. The quality of it, nobody has to verify that the quality is good beyond that it passes the basic tests that Amazon itself may establish as just to make sure that the book isn't going to be so disappointing for the readers that they're going to complain. To make sure that the book is original content, they will also look for spelling errors and other things like that. They would not allow it to reach the actual market. The pros, that would be you get higher royalties. The royalties of 70% is what you can expect with Amazon Kindle books if they're sold between $3 and $10. It will teach you the entire process of self-publishing, of publishing. You're going to learn about covers, and you're going to learn about costs and revenue and running ads and descriptions and keywords and markets. It's very exciting, all of the things there are to learn, which could be a con in that you have to learn to do everything yourself. And the final thing is it's less demotivational. You aren't getting rejected over and over and over. And that then brings us into the third answer, and this is the secret answer of the day. It is that it is the best way to get traditionally published is to self-publish. The traditional publishers are looking for books that are going to sell, and they don't want to take a chance on helping you to traditionally publish your book only to find out that nobody wants to buy the book. And that is to say, they will not get their money back on helping you publish your book. But one way to make sure that they will get the money back, it is if they already can see that your self-published books are already selling. So they may buy the rights to one of your self-published books, or they may understand that you have an audience who loves the books that you're writing, who know, like, and trust you. And so when you publish a book through a traditional publishing house, they already will have an audience in place. So that will keep them excited because they will know that they're going to get their money back, a return on investment, if they go with you. And this is a very motivational side of things. It is that we know for a fact that they're going to be able to do it. And so by self-publishing, we're able to get the traditional publishers to pick up our books and be willing to give us a chance and maybe even cut in line, but only because we've learned the process and we've learned what it takes to write books that people want to read. So, and we're able to prove it to them. It's not just our word, but we're able to prove it to them. So I hope we've answered the question of what are the self-publishing pros and cons. What have you found are the pros and cons? Have I missed any here? Would you disagree? Go ahead and let me know below in the comments, and look up above me here and you'll see more videos just like this one that answer your self-publishing questions. Thanks.